Hello everyone. Today we are going to be making a cloud. If you would like to do this as well, please make sure you have an adult gathering these materials together and that is supervising the whole thing. If you would like to do it, then you will need a glass jar with a lid, boiled water, a can of hairspray or another type of aerosol can, and ice. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so I have my jar. I have my lid for my jar, and I already have my ice cubes in it. That's where you're going to need it. And I also have my aerosol can of hairspray, and then I have boiled water right here. It's still boiling. So the first thing we're going to want to do is, and again, always do these kinds of things with adult supervision, we're going to want to pour just about maybe a ½ inch of this boiling water in the bottom of this bottle here, jar. And so we want to go ahead and just put that lid with the ice on it right away. Actually, first we want to swirl it around. Don't forget about that, just to make that jar kind of warm. Then we'll put the lid on there with the ice just for a little bit. Once that sits there for a couple seconds, we're going to spray the can of aerosol, the hairspray, just a quick squirt inside the jar. And we're going to cover it back up. And I can lift this up to the camera here so you can kind of see what's going on. And we'll talk a minute about why this is happening, but I want you to look, see if you can see what's going on inside the jar. I don't know if you can see it, but maybe if you do it at home you can, that the cloud is actually swirling around inside that jar. Now, if we take the lid off, it's kind of hard to see against the background. There we go. You can see that cloud coming out. And now, let's talk about why this happens. Pretty neat, huh? Well, how does this work? Let's find out. First of all, we know the atmosphere needs 3 ingredients to make a cloud. Number 1, there needs to be warm, moist air. Number 2, that air needs to cool, so somehow cooling needs to be going on. Number 3, there needs to be cloud condensation nuclei so that that condensation will stick and form the cloud. So then why did our cloud form? Well, when we poured the hot water into the jar, we created that warm, moist air. As the warm air rose, it was then cooled by the ice on the top of the jar. When the water vapor started to cool, it condensed onto the aerosol, which acted as our cloud condensation nuclei. The cloud swirled inside the jar due to the circulation of warm air rising and cold air sinking.